Hello, this is Furry7, and after you unlock the Seek and Destroy Batmobile Hybrid Challenge, you'll notice that it's almost exactly the same as Road Rage. If you haven't watched my Road Rage video yet, watch it now, immediately, because everything that applies in Road Rage also applies in Seek and Destroy. And the rules are exactly the same. It's almost exactly the same, except that Seek and Destroy now has the added bonus of having APCs instead of only armored cars. So the rules are exactly the same. Basically, the goal is to get points by killing cars. You get 1 point every time you kill an armored car, and you get 3 points every time you kill an APC. Now, how do you kill these cars, you may ask? Well, you are going to want to stay in pursuit mode the entire time. It's pretty much a waste to be in combat mode in your Batmobile. So stay in pursuit mode. And you have your immobilizer missile. You need to be locked on in order to shoot the immobilizer. You need to be fully locked on, not partially locked on. So, what does that mean? Well, in order to fully lock on, your Batmobile needs to be facing the enemy car. It's not just enough to have your camera facing the car. The Batmobile itself needs to be directly pointed at and directly behind the enemy car. You also need to be close enough to shoot the car, and you need to stay in that position for at least 3 seconds. If you can manage to keep all of that stuff going on for 3 seconds, you will fully lock on, and then, and only then, will you be able to shoot the immobilizer missile. And I suggest that as soon as you're able to shoot it immediately. Because even after you're fully locked on, you can still lose your lock on if any of the above parameters are broken. So, as soon as you have the ability to shoot the immobilizer, I suggest you shoot it as fast as possible before you lose your lock on and then you gotta start all over again. Now, you might be tempted to use only the immobilizer and nothing else, but if you do that, you're not gonna make it. You're going to have to get in the habit of using your ramming abilities. Using only the immobilizer and nothing else is not going to help. The armored cars are destroyed in about 2 immobilizer hits. But it is possible to kill an armored car in 1 hit if you ram into it hard enough. Head-on collisions and T-bones are great at killing cars in 1 hit. Make sure you use your afterburner rocket boost and ram into these cars. Also, don't forget about your side swipes. It is possible to kill an armored car in 1 hit if you side swipe it into particular objects like buildings and stuff. Depending on what it gets ran into, depending on what the car gets pushed into, it can do a whole bunch of damage. Now, APCs will give you 3 points, and they'll also give you a 9-second time bonus every time you kill it. APCs do take more hits. You won't be able to kill an APC in 1 hit by ramming into it, but you can minimize the amount of hits, the amount of immobilizer hits it takes, if you can ram into an APC hard enough. APCs usually go down at about 3 hits from an immobilizer, but you can make it 2 immobilizer hits if you can manage to ram into it. It's a little difficult because APCs are a little bit faster than regular armored cars, but it's really not that much of an issue. APCs are pretty rare anyway, so if you go through an entire game and you've only killed maybe 1 or 2 APCs, don't worry about it. APCs are pretty rare, and regular armored cars are plentiful. Also, you're going to want to remember to stay near the top of the map, the upper portion of the map. There is a lower portion of the road that's mostly dirt, and it's underneath the main highway up above. You're going to want to stay on the upper portion. There are a few cars on the lower portion, but the thing is, if you stay on the lower section for too long, you may find yourself driving around all alone looking for someone to fight and not finding anyone. You don't want to waste time like that. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you click that icon in the upper right hand corner of the screen to see my other Batman videos. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next time.